Yes, yes, lost knowledge. Back in the building within, here we go again. Last time hard, now I'm hard. Last time it was hard, you made it through. I remember one of the hardest times in my life. I know it doesn't really sound that hard, but mentally it was a massive struggle. I was doing weird shift work and I had to do a DJ set later on in the day, and I was absolutely shattered. And then I had to do this. I was going into the DJ set knowing that I've got to do this 7 hours. And going into that already thinking I'm already shattered, I'm not going to be able to do this, was absolutely solid for me. I was actually on my phone in my car watching motivational YouTube videos to think, right, I need to push through this. And now every time I come into a hard situation, I'm like, look, right, you've gone through that moment, so this is like a walk in the park for you. If you're gonna struggle, it can't be worse than what you've done before. You've made it through that. Every hard thing you've gone through, you've already done it, so you can do it again. You're still alive, baby. The moment may be really, 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 really painful, but just put in your head, I've done this before. I've been in the same boat, and I'm still here, aren't I? So what makes it seem like I'm not going to be here after this moment? It can't always be smooth sailing. You're going to have to go down into the dumps to find some way to dig out. And by doing that, you're only creating a sharper mind and you're more equipped for the next time this come around. So next time if I was still doing it, into the DJ situation, scenario, event, not trying to use those words anymore. I will then be able to go into it saying, look, right, if I've got to do this, I'm going to try and get at least a cheeky little power nap in before, or I'm going to bring a couple Red Bulls with me to keep me more energized and alert. I don't recommend anyway, because energy drinks are bad for you. But I also think I can't be in the worst position possible. If you think of these people that are living in different countries, they've got no food, no shelter, and I'm here, I'm about to do a DJ set. I'm gonna play music for people to put them in a better mood, and it's a good feeling. And I'm there complaining about how in a how much of a bad position I'm in. I just try to be grateful with the fact that it's not as bad as it actually is, because you can push through it and it's going to be fine. But hard times create hard, strong people. If it was easy to get, everyone would have it. Not everything is easy to get, aka if you was a silver spoon, obviously, fed by a silver spoon family, everything would tend to be easy. But excuse me, I don't think I'm silver spoon fed, and I'm glad I'm not. But I feel like people that are, if they're put into real life situations, right, mumsy, dadsy, I hope this doesn't happen to anyone, and I don't want it to happen to anyone, are now gone out of their lives. They now have all the fruits, all the enjoyment, all the entertainment, all the resources they need. However, they do not know how to use it properly. And then all of a sudden, they now remove all these resources because they were inconsiderate and they didn't think properly, left with nothing, and now they're chucked into the world, into the wild zoo, with absolutely no clue what to do. Whereas if someone, let's say in another country, started from birth, no food, no money, no shelter, but 20 years down the line, they're still here, still alive, baby, These two people now meet halfway in their lifetime, both 20 years old. Silver Spoon over here has had everything, now got nothing. This person over here, who's lived in another country, had nothing, now slowly building up a tolerance to deal with the fact that, look, I've gone through these painful times. I can survive out in the zoo a lot easier than Mr. or Mrs. Silverspoon here, who's now got to start from rock bottom. Praise the Lord for no silver spoon. Anyway, going back to it, one day at a time. If you've been in this position where you've had a really rough road, the ship's been rocking all over the ocean, we now have to take it one day at a time to come back to the light again, because we've just gone through the storm. I'm going to take the lessons, try not to take the pain, more prep for next time. I stole this from Andrew Tate, by the way. We were happy when we was kids. That was our happy time. We're now into the real world. The real world is not nice. Well, for me anyway, I'm struggling a bit, can't lie. However, we have to now deal with the fact that we've got to provide money, moolah, cash, shelter, food, you get the gist. Whereas when we was younger, we didn't have to deal with all these problems, so it was nice and happy. So when we're in that sad mood, we got to realise, look, we had these moments when we was younger, we were supposed to be happy then, reality's kicked in, it's gone with it. Because through these harder times, we're going to make it a better life for the people coming up and above, kids and that. So we're now going to allow them to have their enjoyment, which is then going to give us the enjoyment, because we were then going to be getting this feedback from our children. I'm not even saying I'm going to have kids, by the way, but I'm just trying to make the explanation as to the fact that being a kid was more of a happier time than being an adult. I feel like people are allowed to say what they want, and I'm unfortunately not going to say what I want right now because I'm not ready. But one day I will be ready. I'm in a sad mood now, but I'm trying to push through, you get me, fam? Because that's all we can do, and I keep saying this over and over and over and over again. I hope you're with me, by the way, to the end of this video, which is actually finished right now. I'm gonna go get my cheeky little workout done because it's cold in here. Probably go to the toilet as well and dying for a wee wee, and that'll be that. I'm trying. How long this is gonna keep trying for, we do not know, but there's nothing else I could be doing right now, so might as well try to do something.